The broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Hello and welcome to today's online seminar, guys. How are you? Hello Syed, hello Harshit. Guys, can you hear me? Hello Soumya, Ujjwal, Vamsi, Sarvesh, Venkat, Vikas, Arjun, Soumya, Tejas, Abhishek. All set for today's online seminar, guys? Okay, guys. So guys, the topic for today's online seminar is GRE Verbal. Take verbal by its horns. Okay, by the end of this seminar, you will be clear with the basics of GRE Verbal. Okay, so guys, shall we start? Okay, so guys, let me introduce myself to you. I am Mani Kumar. I will be the coordinator for today's online seminar. I'll be organizing this seminar. Guys, this will be an activity based seminar. There will be a few activities going on simultaneously. Okay. And with every activity there are a few prizes to grab. So if you participate and win in the contest, you will be able to win the prizes. There is also a surprise at the end, so keep an eye out for the surprise. So guys, let me ask you, how many of you have a Facebook account? Asa says, I do. Me, I have one. Everybody has. Okay. Avi says, can't live without Facebook. Joke of the century, Soumya says. Okay, so guys, how many of you have used Facebook for your studies before? How many of you have used Facebook for your studies before? No, never? Adarsh has. Shreya has done. Okay. So guys, let's make use of your Facebook account today. Okay. So guys, I'll send you a link. You can click on the link, log on to GREH Facebook page. Okay, I'll send you a link. I've sent you a link. You can click on the link, log on to GREH Facebook page. Keep a new tab open on GRE on your browser. Keep a tab open on your browser. Okay. While you are on GREH Facebook page, you'll see the latest post on the page that says I am attending, join me. Okay. Guys, can you see it, guys? You got the link? Okay, so you'll find a post that says I am attending, join me. There's a latest post on the Facebook page that says I am attending, join me. You can share it with your friends. Let your friends know that you are attending today's online seminar. Okay. So guys, let me ask you, where are you attending the seminar from? Are you in the hostel, home? Are you traveling? Are you in the internet cafe? Home, hostel, home, Chennai. Okay. Pranit is attending from hostel. Pranit, have you invited your friends for the online seminar? Done. Arun has already invited his friends. Okay, so guys, if you are in the hostel, if you are attending from the hostel, you can invite your friends for the online seminar. It can be useful for them as well. If you are at home, you can even invite your parents to listen to it. They might find it useful. Okay. So guys, without much ado, shall we start? Shall we start today's online seminar? Okay, that's the spirit. Guys, we have a special guest here today with us. Mr. Senthil Pandian, he is the head of student facilitation at GRE Edge. He joined GRE Edge in 2007 when GRE Edge was in experimental phase. He joined GRE Edge. He has years of experience. He has helped thousands of students with their GRE preparation. He is with us today here. He wanted to address you. So let us talk to Mr. Senthil. Hello sir, how are you doing?
I'm fine, Mani. How are you?
I am fine sir, thank you.
Dear students, shall we begin? Are you able to hear me? Okay. How many of you agree that GRE verbal is really a verbal? Okay. 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 Let's see an example. This is actually a text completion question taken from ETS. Can you go through and understand what it is? Can you tell me what do you understand from the sentence? Okay. What do you understand from the sentence? Okay, people understand. Human nature and long distance being penalized for overspeeding. Imposing penalties were obvious. The legislators were human too, so decided against increasing penalties. Okay. What does acceding mean, sir? Agreeing, accepting, no penalty increased for overspeeding. Okay. So what does the sentence says? So the legislators rejected the proposal to increase the penalties for speeding. That's the action taken because they say human nature and long distance. There is a connection. So when there is a long distance, it's nature, it's human nature to go very fast. So that is a cherished tradition in the state. So there is no surprise the legislators rejected the proposal to increase the penalties for speeding. Am I right? Shall we go to the next question? Okay. Can you try this now? So let's see how long will it take to understand this. Now, who's the first one? Okay. Soumya, can you say? You said I do. Remembering exhibition. What do you mean by retrospective? It's past. Remembering the past. Going back to the past. Okay. Asta says retrospective exhibition are a kind of a failure. Yeah. Okay. Others says can't able to get it in the first reading. A plea to remember the forgotten painter of the past. Okay. Okay. So the sentence says there is an exhibition on a painter who was in the past, a real painter but with limited talents. But there is a comment about the exhibition. It says over large, uneven, ultimately disappointing. So there is an attempt to make the painter remembered, but it's a failure, right? That's what the sentence says. But it doesn't say in a way that we usually write. If we want to write it, we'll write it the other way. We say that there is a exhibition on the forgotten painter which didn't go well, right? Because the painter is not of real genius. He has limited talents, right? But this is also a question from ETS. Okay, why do they give such sentences? What's the purpose? Do you have an idea? To confuse you? To read between the lines? To check your verbal knowledge? To understand? Do we really need this? To make a thing, contextual understanding. My next question is, okay, to check your verbal knowledge, to understand the reasoning ability. You're correct. Do we really need it? Do we really need this kind of understanding? Somebody says yes, somebody says no. Why do we need it? So there are so many answers saying that yes, we need it. Why do we need it? Where do we use it? Okay, so very Vikas says to score high. So that's the immediate result. If I know how to read and understand, I'll be able to score well. But do we really need it in our day-to-day life? Not everybody speaks in a framed language. Asta Tiwari, you're right. To understand the Western education and culture? No. See, I'll tell you, this is the language, this is the style of communication that you will find in all your graduate books. This is the style of communication. This is the way that people write whenever they present an argument. In academic writing, an argument will be written like that. You can't write it in a simple way. You need to go with lot of ifs and buts. So if you really want to go higher, if you want to do higher studies, if you want to do PhD, okay, you need to understand this kind of sentences, right? That is the real need. So it actually tests your ability to perform well in your graduate studies. Yeah, others say suggest some ways to understand these kind of sentences. So that's what we are going to discuss, others, in this webinar. Before that, we'll move on to one more question, one more sentence. Just try this. Yeah, I'll read out. For some time now, disinterestedness has been presumed not to exist. A colon. The cynical conviction that everybody has an angle is considered wisdom. Wow, Veda says quickly. I'll read out, let us give some time for others. Everybody has a point of view about a certain aspect. Veda, there is no such thing as disinterestedness. Everyone has their own opinion. Yeah. So now the sentence says that now there is no such thing called a disinterestedness. So what do you mean by disinterestedness? Do you know the meaning of this word? Is it an opposite of interested? No, it's not an opposite of interested. It is opposite of biased, unbiased. Yes, right. So the statement says that there is no thing called disinterestedness. Everyone has their own angle. Okay. So this is one aspect of the verbal. Very complex sentences, takes time to understand, and if we are given time adequate, then we'll spend time and then break into parts and then understand. This is one. So there are quite a many problems that we have. Let's take a look at the problems first. What are the problems that we have? Let's look at the text completion and sentence equivalence. So the first one that we discussed in detail, complex, lengthy sentences, and they are incomplete. They are given with blanks. Do you agree? Then there are quite a many unknown words. Need to know the contextual understanding of the words, right? And need to know the subtle difference between closely related words used in the choices especially. Right? So these are the 4 major problems that we face while we answer text completion and sentence equivalent question. Am I right? Do you agree with me? Do you have this problem? Right. Yes. Okay. Right. So what are the problems that you have in reading comprehension? Everybody says yes. So when I present that you say yes. Can you tell me what are the problems that you have? It's such a ocean of words. How can I remember? Rajkumar. Okay, we'll come to that. Longer sentences. Fast reading with understanding. Poor vocabulary. Interpretation of data is the problem of Sri Charan. Okay. Confusing options. Lack of speed. Okay. So I think I have covered all the problems that you stated here. Let's go to the next slide. Okay, these are the 4 major problems that students face in reading comprehension. The passage itself is very complex, not written in a direct way. It is complex. It's like an argument, comes with this and that. Then passages from various subjects. Okay, I'm comfortable reading if a passage is from science. I'm not comfortable with economics. I'm not comfortable with literature. Okay, survey says 4th is a major problem. Then the 3rd one is accuracy in getting answer. I'm able to understand the passage. I'm able to understand the question also, but the choices are very close. So I'm not sure which one to select. accuracy is getting the answer is the problem. Then passages are big and the time is limited. So if you give me time, I will be able to do that. Right? So these are the 4 major problems that we face in reading comprehension. Alright. Then what else? What else? Okay. So AWA, okay. So I'm talking about the verbal section. AWA is a separate one. Yes, of course, AWA is a problem. So limited time. So you are given 30 minutes to answer 20 questions and 50% of them is reading comprehension, limited time. And then 4 hours long test. Okay, I need to practice for that. Right. And then you need to, it tests on 3 different skills. Essay writing, immediately then verbal reasoning, then quantitative reasoning. So it's a very long test and success is not optional. So that creates a problem. So if I get a low score, that's okay. If it is okay, then we will not get anxious. But this is very important. I can't take a chance. This is very important for me and the time is limited. Right. Do you agree with me? Yes. Okay. So these are the problems that we have. The verbal is really like a bull. Right. So how are we going to handle it? That's what we are going to discuss now. So it's time for millisecond minute. We'll have a small activity, then we'll come back. Over to Mani.
Alright guys, as I promised in the beginning of the seminar, there will be activities going on simultaneously here as well as on Facebook. So this is the first activity, as you can see on the screen, the GRE at millisecond moment. So guys, how many of you know that GRE is a time-based test? Guys, how many of you know that GRE is a time-based test? Almost all of you know that. Okay, so let's test your time management skills today. Okay, so it's a very simple activity. I'll ask you a question. All you have to do is answer it. The first person to answer correctly will win the GRE at millisecond award. I'll announce the prize later once the winner is announced. We have a judging panel here. The judging panel will judge the answers and come to a decision. Okay. So guys, I'll send you a link. You can click on the link, go to our Facebook page and answer the first question, the topmost question on the Facebook page that you can see. Okay, I have sent you a link. You can click on the link. You can click on the link, go to GREH Facebook page. The latest post, you can see the latest post on the GREH Facebook page. The first person to answer correctly will win the GREH millisecond moment. Guys, you can answer on the Facebook page. Sri Charan, you can answer on the Facebook page, on the Facebook post. Okay guys, I'll read out the question for you. People who lead busy and hectic lives should spend a little time in dash, as it gives an insight to the inner thought processes and makes them aware of their subconscious goals and motivations. Okay, and the options for the question are: A, introspection; B, revelation; C, gossip; D, self-analysis; E, adumbration; F, anticipation. So guys, have you all answered it? Have you all answered it, guys? Praneeth has already answered it. Manoj has answered it. Okay guys, your time's up. Shall we announce the winner? Okay guys, take a guess. Who could be the winner? Vinay says no idea. Okay guys, I'll announce a winner. Many of you have got it correct, but the first person to get the answer right is Parnika Raskar. Give a big round of applause for Parnika. Well done Parnika, that was really quick and that was accurate. Parnika, since you won the GRE at millisecond moment, we'll give you the opportunity of speaking to our special guest, Mr. Senthil here. If you have your microphones ready with you, we'll give you the audio access. You can ask any GRE related doubt to Mr. Senthil. He'll clear your doubt. If you do not have a microphone with you, you can post in your question. We'll clarify your doubt. Okay guys, we seem to have lost Parnika here. So whenever Parnika gets back to us, we'll give her the chance. Okay, let's get back to the seminar guys. Back to Mr. Senthil.
How do you like this activity? Okay.
Now are you ready?
Are you ready
to take the ball?
Can you tell me who's the person who takes the ball? A matador. Okay. Are you a matador? Do you want to be a matador of verbal? Yeah, sure. So bull is really difficult to handle, right? So we have seen what are the strengths they have. How do I handle it? How can you become a matador? A matador is a well-trained person. He has all the tools with him. So now I'll tell you what are the tools that you can, what are the skills that you can train so that you will become the most successful matador. Okay, so the first one is complex, lengthy sentences, and that too incomplete. How do I deal with? How can I deal with that? There are examples that you have seen in the previous slides. So let's take that first. Okay. So here are the steps. This is what we need to do. Okay. So we need to identify the grammatical and contextual clues given in the sentence and then connect them logically. See the connection between the clues given. Then try to visualize the context. So what does it say? Then predict possible words which will complete the sentence. Okay. So first identify the clues, grammatical and contextual, connect them logically, visualize the context, and then predict the possible answer that will complete the possible word that will complete the sentence. So this is what we need to do. These are the steps. Okay. So let's try with one question. Okay. Can you try? What could be the answer here? Okay. What are the clues here? We'll start with clues. I said grammatical and contextual clues. Okay. What are the clues? What are the clues that you find? The circumspect is a clue. But is a clue. But is a contrast here. Nishal, thank you. Circumspect, Manibala says. Okay. Then what is other clue? So but is a contrast. Contrast what? What is the other clue that we have? Right? Reluctant to, she was reluctant to make judgments. That's one information that we have. But, so that the but contrasts that part. She was reluctant to make judgments, but once arriving at a conclusion, we need to complete that. Once arriving at a conclusion, what will she do most likely? What kind of person she is? She's a circumspect. What do you mean by circumspect? What's the meaning of the word? What's the meaning of the word? Very cautious. Yeah. She'll be careful in making judgments. She'll take time, think all the possibilities, consider all the possibilities, yes, and then make a judgment. So she was reluctant to make judgments. She was circumspect. But once she arrived at the conclusion, she was strong. She'll be adamant. She'll stick to that. Right? So are you able to apply these techniques? Identify the clue, connect the ideas logically, and then try to get the answer. Are you able to do that? Do you have any doubts on this? Shall I move on to the next question? Yes. Okay. Let's have one more question. So this is the answer I've discussed with you. We'll move on to the next question. Next question. Okay. Try this. This question is slightly complex than the previous one. Okay, tell me what are the clues that you find here? Okay, Mikir said political activity. Contrast, Janvi. Despite is a clue. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Despite, talking about the past, stark contrast, rife with political activity. Good. Okay. So can you tell me now, what do you understand? So now you know the clues. I hope you will be able to connect these clues and make a meaningful sentence. Can you tell me what do you understand? If I ask you to summarize what you understand from the sentence. Okay, he was interested in political activities, Kaushik says, but previously he was not active in politics. Okay, Simpson's present and past characters mentioned. Activities are mentioned, not characters. Okay, now he was not active in politics in college days, but he is active now. Right? Okay, very good. Now, so how do I arrive at it? Despite, as you said, stark contrast. It's a clue. He was in politics, largely in politics. Simpson was largely dash in politics during his college years. So we are talking about Simpson's connection with politics. Despite is a contrast again. The fact that the campus he attended was rife with political activity. So the campus has huge activity of political activity in that period when he was in college. So there is a contrast despite. So in the college, lot of political activities. Despite the fact. So what would be the answer? He must be not active. Right, he must be indifferent. He must be indifferent to politics during his college years. Then that is stark contrast to the later life. So he is very very active in his later life. Right. So that's the answer. Very good. So do you know how to do that? Yeah. So indifference, involved. In stark contrast to his later involvement, Simpson was largely indifferent to politics during his college years, despite the fact that the campus he attended was rife with political activity. Good. So do you know how to do that? So are you confident of applying this technique? Yes. Okay, I'm getting little confidence. Okay. I haven't given options. Shreya, I just want you to try. Okay, but for more complex questions, if we do it one after another, if we learn by doing it, what we need to do is, let's take any complex sentence, try to break it. Then if you are not confident of that, you need to get help from a person who understands better. So in GRH, what we do is, we ask people to do that. We ask students to try, and if they find it difficult, they will come to us, come to student facilitators, and then get trained on that. We'll help them break the sentences, and also we teach all the clues, all the possible grammatical clues that you can get, all the possible contextual clues that you can get it. Then if you start doing more and more practice, you'll be able to do any difficult question. Yeah. So others say, if we know the meaning of the word, then it is quite predictable. Yes, it's possible. We need to know the meaning of the word. That's also very important. Correct. Very good. Okay. Shall we move on to the next problem? I'll take all your questions at the end of it. Okay. If you have any question specific to that part, I'll take it. If you have any general questions, I'll take it at the end. Okay. Okay. Next problem. Okay. So the next problem is unknown words. Unknown words. What a person said, that if I know all the words, I'll be able to understand. Can you tell me what are the words that you don't know here? Are you able to answer this question? Belanger is the name of a person. Finesse. Okay. Anybody know the meaning of the word finesse? Elegance. Okay. Panache. What's the meaning of the word panache? Okay. Skillful maneuvering. Style. Yes. Perfection and skill. Okay. Anything else? Okay. What is gogginess? Clumsy. It means clumsy. Yeah, silly. Now can you answer this question now? Can you answer this question now? What is your answer? Okay. Panache and focus. Chetan says, Nani, enthusiasm, unrestrained enthusiasm, in the blank. Okay. Arrogance. There is no word. Deflect. This Leela's answer, Neela Narasimha Rao. Okay. So there are various possibilities that you are given now. Can you tell me what are the clues that you find here? So before we get into the answer for this question, can you tell me what are the clues? Okay, he draws attention. Okay, something related to this dance draws attention of the people. Okay, intensely present, finesse and understatement. Intensely present and curiously detached. So what do you find with these pair? What do you find with these pair? Just look at it. Something is there to get the attention of the people, and by what? Through finesse and understatement, intensely present and curiously detached. What do you find? Opposites. Yeah, Shreya. Opposites. Contradictory. Yeah. So what kind of contradictory it is? He is a very perfect dancer, but he doesn't exhibit it, that I'm perfect. Very excellent dancer, but he doesn't exhibit. Through finesse and understatement. Intensely present, curiously detached. Right. So that's the clue. Then, so what is another pair that we need to find out another pair. Langer dances with a dash. Is it unrestrained enthusiasm? So if it is unrestrained, that you don't show. I'm sorry, you show it, right? If it is restrained, yes, you don't show. Unrestrained, it is not unattractive. So he has the style, but he doesn't overtly demonstrate, but it is shown. Undemonstrative panache. That's the answer. Undemonstrative panache. He doesn't show it, but he has it. Undemonstrative panache that draws one attention as if by seeking to what? He doesn't demonstrate it, he doesn't show it, but he has it. As if he tried to deflect the attention, as if he doesn't show it. And so he dances in such a way that he dances really well, but he doesn't show that I dance really well. And that try to, in a way that he as if he behaves like he doesn't want to show it, that gets the attention of the people. Do you understand? So there is a contrast. Finesse, understatement, intensely present, curiously detached. So he doesn't show that I'm very powerful. Undemonstrative panache and deflect. That's the answer. Mary Stephen. Yes. Do you get it? Do you understand now? So what is important here? Even if I know the structure, I need to know these words. These words are not the words that we use often, right? These words are not the words that we use often. So what shall we do now? What do we need to do now? We need to learn and revise them systematically. And if you learn along with words, if you learn with pictures, that will be good, because you can store thousands of images in brain, in a place where you store one information. So you can store thousands of images. Images are quickly stored and you can quickly associate. It's easy to remember words through pictures, right? Most of them are visually oriented. So if you learn words along with pictures, if you learn words along with relevant examples, relevant usages, then you will be able to remember them, right? And you need to take a frequent test on the words that you studied. So if you have all these, learn words along with pictures, and when you learn along with usage statements, and if you take tests, if there is a test to test you all the words that you studied, that will be really good. Okay, that will be really good. Okay, I'll tell you in GREH, when I tell you the tips, I also tell you what we have in GREH so that you also come to know what we have. So in GREH we have the words with pictures. All the words in GREH have pictures, and we have a test on a set of 20-25 words. After you learn 20-25 words, we have a test, right? And we also have one theme-based words where you can create your own usage statements, and an expert from us will correct the sentences. Okay, so we have that. Fine. So you understand now what you need to do. You need to learn and revise them systematically. Learn with pictures. That's very important. That will help you associate easily, and take frequent tests whenever it is possible. Okay. Shall we move on to the next problem? Okay, so can you tell me, are these words synonymous? Complicated, involved? No. Yes. Abhishek says yes. No. There are so many no's. No, no, no. Capital no. Depends. Chetan says. Okay. Varsha says yes. Okay. They are synonymous in a particular context. As Chetan says, it depends. I'll show you how. Are you able to read the sentence given at the end? A misconception frequently held by novice writer is that sentence structure mirrors start. So that's a misconception. We think that the sentence structure, in fact, tells you the thought that you have. The more convoluted the structure, the more complicated or involved the ideas. So what do you mean by involved ideas? Complicated ideas. Okay. So convoluted. The more convoluted the structure, the more complex the structure, more confused is the structure, then the novice writers believe that the ideas will be involved, the ideas will be complicated. Right. So here in this context, involved is a synonymous word to complicated. Am I right? Yes. But it is not the case always. We can't replace complicated with involved, or we can't replace involved with complicated in all the sentences. It's not possible. So let's look at this sentence. The next one. Okay. Okay. Can you give me a sentence where involved is used in different context? Can you give me a sentence where involved is used in different context? I'm involved in your seminar. I was very involved in the project. Okay, so can I replace complicated here? No, it's not possible. So the meaning of the word is not standalone. I can't say that this word means always this. It depends on the context in which they use. Take the word out of context, sometimes we can't say what's the meaning of that, or we need to say all the possible meaning. We say that okay, there are words which has more than 40-50 meaning, right? So understanding the words in context is very important. It's not enough if I just memorize the meaning. That's how there are problems. If you apply like a mathematics, you learn one word and the meaning and then try to apply or try to create a sentence, it doesn't go well. You couldn't do that. So what you need to do, you need to know them in context. So what's the best way to do that? What's the best way to do that? You create your own sentences and you get feedback about the correctness of the sentence. You write your own sentences. Whenever you learn a word, you create your own sentence. And then there is one more important. When you learn a word, you learn with other related words, synonyms, antonyms, and see how this word is different from that. Okay, so if you do that, it will really help. So as I said, in the theme-based words, GREH theme-based words, we have a feature where you can create your own sentences and get expert opinion about that and feedback. And in our Facebook group for enrolled students, students create sentences whichever they find it very difficult. They write, they create. Okay. So shall we move on to the next one? The next problem. Okay. So now, reading comprehension. What are the problems that we have? Very complex problem, very complex passage. Can you read this passage and tell me what do you understand from it? Okay. I'll read out. The common belief of some linguists that each language is a perfect vehicle for the thoughts of the nation, speaking in it some ways the exact counterpart of the conviction of the Manchester School of Economics that supply and demand will regulate everything for the best. Just as economics were blind to the numerous cases in which the law of supply and demand left actual wants unsatisfied, so also many linguists are deaf to those instances in which the very nature of a language calls forth misunderstanding in everyday conversation, and in which consequently a word has to be modified or defined in order to present the idea intended by the speaker. Okay. He took his stick. No, not John's, but his own. No language is perfect, and if we admit this truth, we must also admit that it is not unreasonable to investigate relative merits of different languages or of different details in languages. Okay, so what do you understand from that? What is the, let me ask one question, what is the author's purpose? Okay. Okay. Veda says language is not perfect. Stick to measure the thoughts of the nation. Interconnection of different languages. Asta. No language conveys perfect. Okay. Contrast ideas between two different groups. So why does he use economics here? Okay. Okay. He compares economics and says that just as supply and demand will not explain all the problems, will not regulate all the problems, you can't say that language is perfect. It can explain everything. He gives an example. What's the use of the example given here? What does it say? So supports the author view. So what he took his stick, no, not John's, but his own. So what are the possible meanings that you can get from this sentence? He took his stick. Can you tell me? If I say he took his stick, is it his own stick or John's? Yeah, correct. So this sentence, if I say he took his stick, I can't really say whether his stick or somebody's. So I need to explain it. That's why no, not John's, but his own. So no language is perfect. It can't explain. So very good. So instead of saying one idea, I bring economics and then say that the problem in language is just like the problem in economics, and then conclusion, give an example which is not easy to understand, then conclude saying that no language is perfect. Right? This is how an RC passage is. Right? It takes time to read. So how do I prepare for it? If I want to read very fast and get it quickly, what should I do now? Okay. So this is what you need to do. you start reading editorials and blogs from prominent newspapers and magazines. And this also helps in AWAs. So when you give examples, when what you are expected to do, you take a stand, give reasons, and give adequate examples. So if you have a good reading, you'll be able to do that. So when you read, for reading comprehension, what you need to do is you read it and then try to create the summary, summarize the key points, and when the summary should answer what is the main idea, what is the purpose of the article, and does the author show attitude to anybody in the article, is there any opinion, is there any tone clear. So if you practice reading it, if you do it whenever you have time, and when, especially when you have a problem with a particular area of particular subject, take that and read and practice. Then you will you feel confident, and you feel that once you get exposed to it, you feel confident of reading. Then come back and then do reading comprehension passages. There's no need to read novels and literature. Don't do that. There are people who are saying that I'm reading novels so that I'll be comfortable. So the language in the novel and the way they written are different, completely different. So read editorials. Read editorials, one page abstract. So I'll give you a list of links where you can get good reading materials. I'll give you in the subsequent slides. Okay. Okay. So if you go there, you will be able to, you read those newspapers, you read the articles, and then summarize. So what we do in GRE Edge is that we have a Facebook group for enrolled students where we publish these articles frequently and then ask them to summarize. So what you come to know is you will get a summary of quite a many people, and we also ask questions. Okay, what does it say? What's the author's point? And there are a discussion going on. So the people, those who are not comfortable first to write, summarize, slowly they learn from others. Okay, they also make the same mistake. That gives a confidence. So that's how you need to practice. Probably you can form a group of people who are preparing for GRE, and then start writing an article, start writing a summary of an article. Then compare the summary with your friend, discuss. That will really help. Okay, fine. Then what is the next problem? Okay, this is also one of the often faced problems. You say that, okay, I'm comfortable reading science. What shall I do if I get a passage from literature? What shall I do if I get a passage from economics? Okay, so the same, you take the articles from economics if you're not comfortable, and then start reading it. Summarize. In fact, we have trained quite a many people who find it very difficult to read any article of this nature, very serious nature. Then we start with the articles which they find it interesting. For example, we'll start with sports, it starts with film, then slowly ask them to move to the areas that they are slightly interested to know. For example, if they are interested in physics, and then economics, then take them to the ones which they are not comfortable. So that way of doing it will help. Okay, next one. Okay, so most of them says that speed and accuracy in getting the answer, that's my problem. So what do you need to do? Everybody faces problem because of one reason or other. For example, visualization is a problem. They are not able to see, they will be able to understand what is given, but not able to extrapolate what could be the possible consequences, what will be the subsequent events, and then they make mistakes. And sometimes they overlook words like not, or hardly, most likely, least likely, and then make mistakes, not focusing on minute details and go wrong. Or critically evaluate the close choices and then get the answer. Or they'll be able to do it if they don't have a stress, if it is not a timed test. So we need to understand what is the real problem. What we do here, we get a list of questions, student answer, analyze, capture all the data, analyze how much time they spent on it, how many questions they go wrong and why they go wrong, and then find a pattern. Is it because of visualization, or because of missing minute details, or because of critical reasoning? So we need to find out what is the reason and then give a right formula, give a suggestion, right suggestion, and then help them. So it can't be done like, okay, this is not, this is the way that you can do it. We need to analyze. You need an expert. You need a person who has done it, who is able to analyze all the problems that you have, all the mistakes that you have, and then correct it. Okay, so that's how we need to do it. Do you have any questions at this time so far, whatever that we have discussed? Okay, do you have any questions on whatever that we discussed so far? Can we go for a rough meaning of words in case we do not know the meaning? Yeah, you can do that. See, there are word roots. You'll be able to break the words into the possible parts and then get the meaning. Try to guess the meaning. That's possible. My RC efficiency is 100% and better than 160. Okay, what is your problem? How to improve my writing skills? Any skill, writing or reading, any skill, you need to practice. You need to start from the beginning. Write, get reviewed from somebody, and understand. There are, if you see AWA, there are 5 problems, 5 things they review. How do you take a position? How do you produce your reasons, and what are the examples that you give, and the organization of the essay, and then the language. So where you go wrong, you need to find out. Okay, I'm getting tough time remembering words. Please suggest. Okay, so we'll complete the last one and then come. So what is the last problem that we have? It's a time, within a time that I need to do it, and I need to get a score really. I can't have it. So you need to really behave like a champion. I heard from one of the interviews of Dhoni. He said, whenever there is a final, I'll become more focused. So that's not easy. So whenever there is a final, people get stressed. But he says, whenever I get into semi-final, whenever I get into final, whenever there is a success, is no option for success, then he becomes more focused. He said, I'll be focused. So that kind of attitude that we need to have. And do not give in. It's very difficult to remember all the words, but provided you get a support, provided that you get a right guidance, you will be able to make it. Okay, and if you do it, then you will be able to face the bull. You will be a real successful matador. Okay, so now.
So guys, that was Mr. Senthil, the head of student facilitation at GRE Edge. Guys, since there are more than 250 students attending today's online seminar, it's quite difficult to answer all of your questions. But don't get disheartened. We'll have a separate question answer session at the end of the seminar. Meanwhile, we have another surprise guest here with us today. I'd like to introduce you to Mr. Ranju Raju, who is the product expert at GRE Edge. He has spent years doing research about student needs for GRE preparation. He would like to talk to you today and explain how GRE Edge came up with specially personalized products, GRE training products for students. Hello Ranju, how are you?
Yeah, thank you Mani Kumar for the wonderful introduction. So guys, how many of you know me here? My name is Ranju Raju. I used to come for webinars. If you want, I can remind you. Okay, Suman knows me. Abhiram knows. Fine. Okay, that's okay. So yes, guys. So today in this online seminar, Mr. Senthil here will clear all your doubts. He'll also help you on showing the way of what you need to do to reach a great score in GRE. So he'll tell you all the things that are required. He'll also clear your doubts. But I'll tell you what you need to do exactly Okay, how you need to, what all you need to follow to reach a great score in your GRE. Now this GRE exam is a test that tests your skills. It doesn't test your subject knowledge at all. Do you accept that? It doesn't test your subject knowledge at all. It tests your skills. Okay. Can you give me example of any skill? Any skill? Acting. Okay. Is that, you are saying that because your name is Nani? Logical thinking, writing, photography, criticizing, okay, dancing, okay, I'm seeing lot of skills coming in. Remembering complex words, telephone, okay, telephone is a skill, Arun? Humor, analyzing, okay, fine. Now quiz, answering quiz, okay, fine. I've got enough of examples. Okay, let's take okay, I'll select driving. Now tell me, if you want to master driving and I make all of you sit in a class and I teach you driving and then I send you for your license testing, will you be able to get your license? I teach you driving inside your class. Nani, Vasanti, Manu, Madhu, Dhruti says no, okay. Yeah, in India you can get it, I understand that. You can pay a bribe and get it. Yeah, yes Abhishek, you are correct. Okay. Now similarly, if I give you a book on how you need to drive, okay, you study that book completely and then you go for your license testing. Will you be able to drive? Will you be able to get your license? Will you be able to get your license? No way. You need practical training, says Nani. Okay. Ajay says no. Okay, Jayaprakash says thinking is also an example. Let's take that. Okay, fine. There is no way you can get your license by sitting in a class and learning driving or taking a book and studying driving. That's how GRE is. GRE is a skill. It's a skill testing exam. Doesn't test your subject knowledge at all. Okay, so if you want to develop, if you want to become a good swimmer, you need to jump into water and try swimming. If you want to become a great painter, you have to practice painting. Similarly, if you want to reach a great score in GRE, that is an online computer adaptive test, you need to prepare online and practice it. That's the reason GREH came into the concept of online learning. So what happens here is, as soon as you get enrolled with us, you will be given two personal trainers, a verbal trainer and a quant trainer. These trainers will be like your doctors. Now tell me guys, if you have fever and you go to a doctor, what is the first thing that the doctor will do? If you have fever and you go to a doctor, what is the first thing that the doctor will do? Temperature, check. Stethoscope, okay. Temperature, what happened? Basic tests. He'll ask for money. He'll ask for symptoms. Great answers, okay. Discover problems. Fine, yeah, your doctor will diagnose it. Okay, they'll give you some tests and they'll understand what is the reason for this particular ailment. Okay, what is the reason for this particular disease? Similarly, your verbal trainer and quant trainers will be assigned to you, will be like your GRE doctors. They will give you a verbal test and a quantitative test to understand your problems. Once they understand you deeply, they'll prepare a study plan which is like a prescription a doctor gives. A study plan of what you need to do, how much time you need to study, what all you need to study. That will be given to you personally. Okay, so you have to just log in with your username, password, click on the personalized study plan, see what you need to study for today and start preparing. Now how many of you here feel that learning 3,500 words is really difficult? I would raise both my hands for that question. Okay, Sai, Anita, Madhu, Harshit, Leela, Alekhya, Surya, everybody feels. Okay, Surya Teja feels it's not that difficult. Okay. Not impossible but difficult, horribly difficult. That's a very good definition of these words. Okay, horribly difficult. Takes time. Fine, okay. I also understand that learning this 3,500 words is extremely difficult. What we do here at GREH is we divide this 3,500 words into 35 words and we'll put in each session. Every word is explained with a real-time usage and every word is also given with a picture. Now when you study a word with a real-time usage or a picture, the possibility of forgetting that word is very, very less. Do you accept that? Studying a word with a picture and a real-time usage, the possibility of forgetting that word will be very, very less. Now when you finish learning this 35 words, daily, it's daily, the study plan is daily, hourly. Okay, so you'll finish studying this 35 words, you have mastered this 35 words, and as soon as you finish learning, you will be given a test that is exactly like GRE. So you'll practice whatever you have learned. Now your trainers will analyze the test and they will give you a detailed feedback telling what all mistakes you have made and how you need to improve. So this is exactly like I am giving you a bike, I am making you sit on that and I am seeing how you are driving it. After that I am telling you, you have not driven, this is not correct or that is not correct, this is how you need to improve it. So that kind of personalized help will be provided here at GRE Edge. You will be given feedbacks on the sessions which you are taking, and you will be told what all you need to do to improve. What kind of test, says Dhruti? When you finish learning 35 words, you will be given a test on text completion and sentence equivalence where you are going to apply these words. Okay? So this is how you will be trained in every section. Okay? The learning session and then the testing session and then the feedback. Okay? The reading comprehension, analytical writing, quantitative. You will have a quant trainer who will completely train you in your quantitative also. Now we have a technology called as millisecond monitoring technology. This technology will record every millisecond of yours, whatever you are doing, where you are clicking, what you are studying. All these things will be recorded and sent to your trainer. Okay, your trainer will understand what all you have studied and what all you have not studied. So you will get personalized feedbacks on your learning session. Apart from all this, you will be given GRE style test. The GRE which you are planning to give it in 2 months, 3 months, 4 months or 5 months, that same type of GRE will be given to you for practice. Lot of practice before you go for your GRE. Now this is how the learning session happens here. Now tell me, if you prepare like this, will you be confident of reaching your target score? Yes, says Harshit. Sharu, Janvi, or Anurup, Tirumala, Vinay, everybody says yes, yeah. So that is how GRE Edge helps you in your the GRE Edge training process. Okay. Now what I wanted to tell you is that there are a few people who are prepared with us. Okay, I'm just sharing their experience. This Nitin Haridas, he got 334. He says when I began GRE preparation, I was mostly confused what I required to prepare. Okay, he got 167 in verbal and 167 in quant. You can see his score. Okay, if you want to view his entire experience, you can log into greedge.com and see that. Okay. Now there is another student who has prepared with us. Okay, and he has got Nitin Puduwal. He got 330 from BITS Pilani Goa campus. Okay, so there are a few other students. We would like to congratulate them for their high scores in GRE. Apurva from BITS Goa, 335 out of 340. Vaibhav, 334 out of 340. And Ram Prakash, 332 out of 340. All this happened because they were learning driving sitting in a bike. Okay, they were not learning driving from a class or from a book. Now guys, I just wanted to know this. The economic condition in India, okay, how is it? What do you guys have to say? How is the economic situation in India now? Okay, says Alekia. Poor, says Manu. Free fall, pathetic, doldrums, very bad, can't say, sad, worst. Okay, you can see a lot of expressions coming along with smileys. Fine. So, but I say that the economic condition, the economic condition is definitely not good, but it's a good news for you guys. Okay, that's because of two reasons. Why? Yeah, I'll tell you that. Because of two reasons. First, as the economic situation is not that great in India, searching for a job, getting into a job will not be a great idea now. The best thing to do is utilize this time for preparing. Okay, prepare for GRE, apply for spring as well as fall admissions, get into a good university in US, okay, finish your studies, and as soon as when you finish your studies and you come out, the economic condition would be really good. So So the best thing to do during low economic situation is to prepare, is to study. That is the first thing. And the second thing is, do you know that the number of green card holders in US has increased at least 6 times this year? Last year it was just 6,000, and this year number of green card holders have increased to 36,000. Okay. The reason for that is US wants to set up their own research and development dominance in the world. For that they require people from STEM branch, STEM, science, technology, engineering and mathematics. Now where do you find this type of people who are good in technology, mathematics and engineering? India. Yes, exactly. India is up for all these streams. Okay, so the US has a need. The economic condition in India is not good. The best thing to do is prepare for your GRE, apply for spring and fall, go and do your higher education. As soon as you finish your higher education, US will be ready to offer you very, very good jobs. Okay. Now you are not the only guys who know about this. Okay, there are a lot of people who know about this. That's the reason the number of GRE takers from the past 4 or 5 months have increased at least 3 times compared to last year. Okay, that is the reason. Now even if you check GRE dates, okay, it's booking very, very fast. So what I would suggest you is dedicate time, prepare for 3 to 4 months, okay, completely, give your GRE by end of this year and apply for spring as well as fall. That is what I would suggest you. Okay. So to help you with this, as we understand a lot of students are actually planning like that, to help you with that, GRE just come up with a program called as Complete GRE Compact. Okay, this Complete GRE Compact will have, as I told you, 2 personal trainers. It is complete 250 hours preparation. Okay, completely help you in your entire verbal, quantitative, analytical writing session and make you reach a great score. You'll have 20 interactive live seminars on various topics from your personal trainers. You'll be completely helped in your GRE preparation to reach the score which you are targeting. Now why this is called compact is, the first reason is because it's a shorter version, it's a 120 days program, okay, which requires 250 hours. If you can dedicate 2 hours each day, this program can definitely help you to reach a good score. That is the one reason it is compact. And the second reason is, the actual price of this program is 10,000 rupees, but you will be getting this program at a 50% discounted price, at a compact price, 5,000 rupees. If you enroll before tomorrow night 12 o'clock. Okay, this program will be available till tomorrow night 12 o'clock at just 5,000 rupees. That will completely help you in your GRE preparations. How many of you would like to utilize this 50% offer, this compact GRE program? You can just type as 50 and send it. Just type as 50 and send it. All those who reply as 50 will be getting a call from a GRE expert here, and they will be giving you the code to enroll for the program. Okay, so there are a lot of people who are replying as 50. Okay. Okay, there will be a poll that will be coming in front of you. You can click on that and submit your answers. Okay, so people who click on definitely I would love to, yes, but I need to talk to a GRE expert. You will be getting a call from a GRE expert today itself. Okay, Shashank has a good question here. Okay, the economy is low, the rupee has fallen, dollar prices have increased. So he's saying that you'll end up spending more. Yes, you'll end up spending more. Okay, but the returns will also be higher. Okay, you're not going to spend 10 times of what you would actually spend. Okay, but the returns will definitely be like that. That's because of this particular thing which I said, the STEM branch. US definitely requires people who are very good in science, technology, engineering and mathematics. So this is the best chance for you. Dedicate time, prepare, reach a great score, apply to universities. As soon as you finish your MS, you will be definitely getting into good companies with good jobs. Major concern is about what colleges and in budget. Okay, Ankit, so you can worry about that later. As of now, what I would say is you can prepare for your GRE and start your applications. So you can the best time to give your GRE is somewhere by like starting from 4 months now. You finish off your GRE by December and apply for all the admissions which are actually going to come. Dhruti, if you are not good in mathematics, that's fine. If you dedicate time, you will be able to reach a good score. So I have got a lot of responses for saying 50, 50, 50. Okay, Jayaprakash. Yeah, okay, so you want, okay, Arjun, you wanted to enroll for this program. Fine, you can, what I will do is I will ask my expert to give you a call right away after this online seminar. He will help you out with the enrollment. Yes, you can use any debit card or credit card to make the online payment. Yeah. See, this program is not like limited, it's not a program that is for 4 months. Okay, it is a program that is for 250 hours. If you can dedicate 2 hours, 3 hours each day, you will be able to finish these preparations as soon as possible. So this is what I wanted to share with all of you. Now I'll give the mic back to Senthil sir. Okay, so he will be clearing your doubts as we promised that you will have your question and answer session. Before that, Mani has to say about the GRE Edge Academy Award. So I'll transfer the mic to Mani.
Thank you, Ranju. That was very interesting. Okay, guys, it's time for the GRE Edge Academy Award. How many of you are up for it? Harshit says, bring it on. Okay, so guys, shall we start? The GRE Edge Academy Award. Mayor is ready for the GRE Edge Academy Award. Okay, guys, it's very simple. I'll give you a question. You have to answer the question, and we have a judging panel here. Judging panel will decide the best answers. Decide the best answer, and whoever wins the prize will get a surprise award. Okay, I'll send you a link. You can click on the link, log on to our Facebook page. You'll see a question. Okay, and you can answer the question that follows. Guys, there is no time limit here. You can answer. You can take your time and answer the question. Okay. I'll send you a link. I have sent you a link. You can click on the link, log on to our Facebook page. You'll see a question. You'll see a question. You can answer the question. Our judging panel will decide the winner. Guys, have you all got the question? Okay, Dhruti has got the question already. Mahantesh, I have sent you the link. You can click on the link, or you can just log on to our Facebook page. You'll see the post on top. You'll see the post pinned on top. Okay, guys, let me read out the question for you. Form sentences using each of the following words: introspection, revelation, gossip, self-analysis, adumbration, anticipation. Okay, so guys, you have to form sentences using each of the following words. The question is there on the Facebook, on the GRE Edge Facebook page. Okay, the judging panel has already started looking for answers. Okay, they'll decide the winner on various criteria. So guys, once you are done answering the GRE Edge Academy Award, if you have any queries, if you have any doubts regarding GRE or GRE preparation, you can post in your doubts here in the chat box, and Mr. Senthil will answer your doubts. Okay, guys, you can type in your doubts here. You can type in your queries, any GRE related queries here. we have a small question answer session, and once the session is complete, we'll announce the winner. Okay? You can type in your queries here.
Are you able to hear me, guys? Okay, the Jayprakash question is, I have 1 month for GRE exam. I didn't start seriously. Can I still get more than 3 credits? Because it's possible. It depends on where you are now. It depends on what are the skills that you need to improve. You need to take a diagnostic test and understand where you are, and then identify areas that you need to improve. Even if you know 1600 words completely, the way that I suggest, it's quite possible to get 310. Because 50% of this is reading comprehension, which doesn't need much preparation. If you are focused and if you are able to get the idea, you'll be able to get the answer. So I think it's possible. With 1 month of dedicated effort, it's possible. How do
questions? What else should I do now to get 330? What you need to do is you need to do online tests, online practice tests, and there are people with all the practice, if they don't sit for 3.5 hours test continuously, they may not be able to perform well. In fact, one of my students who was not able to do that, then he wrote again and then got the score. So you need to practice online and ready to take all the difficult questions, take the stress, and then get prepared. So that's what you need to do. Okay. I have 75 days for my exam and poor in verbal.
Okay, guys. Meanwhile, if you have microphones ready with you, I'll give you the audio access. You can talk directly to Mr. Senthil. He'll clarify your doubts directly on audio. Guys, any one of you have a microphone with you and you want to ask any particular query? Nani seems to have a microphone with him. Nani, do you have your microphone ready with you? Okay.
Yes, Nani, tell me, what's your doubt? Hello?
Hello?
Nani, are you able to hear me?
Are you able to hear me?
Hello?
Hello?
Okay, we seem to have lost Nani. Anyone else, guys? Krishna wants to speak. Krishna will give you audio access.
Krishna? Are you able to hear me now?
Are you able to hear me now?
Yes, Krishna, I'm
Hello?
able to hear you. Tell me.
Krishna, I'm able to hear you. Tell me.
Yeah, first of all, good afternoon,
Good afternoon,
sir.
Krishna.
Good evening, sir. I have my GRE on 5th September.
5th September.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think I'm very much comfortable with the quant.
Very good.
But regarding verbal, I think I'm not that much perfect.
Okay.
I as of now I can get 10 to 15. That's
10 to 15
that much
questions
score
correct.
itself I can get.
10 to 15 questions correct.
10 to 15 marks. I mean, when I take the diagnostic test or mock test.
Okay, that you mean to say that you will get 140 or 145.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay. So what is your question?
So I wanted to improve, but I don't know about GRE before, so I have less time to prepare right now. So what are the tactics I have to follow?
Do you have a complete day in your hand? Will you be able to spend the whole day
Yeah,
for
I
the
can.
preparation?
I can spend all the days up to September 5th.
To September 5th. Okay,
Yeah.
then you need to do online test, Krishna.
Okay.
What you need to do is you need to take a power prep test like online full length test. Okay.
Okay.
And then find out areas where you need to improve. For example, you can do a lot on reading comprehension. That's possible.
Yes, that's what I'm doing till now.
Yeah.
I have skipped the sentence equivalence and text completion.
Sentence equivalence is also possible, Krishna, because comparatively the knowledge of words, the difficult words that are used in text completion, sentence equivalence are quite easy. You will be able to do that. The words are not very difficult. Only thing is that you need to understand the sentence, like the way that we did here, break into elements and then try to get the meaning, then you will be able to do it. So if you do it confidently, if you practice a set of 30-40 questions every day and then find out where I go wrong, is it because of understanding? For example, there are sentence structures like starting with only. Only, if you start with only, the verb comes first.
Okay.
Only did I hear, right? So if you get such structures, understand once. If you come across a question with that, you'll be able to easily answer. There are a list of sentence structures. Once we get familiar, we'll be able to answer the questions. So if I suggest you can answer say 50 questions a day and then find out why I make mistakes in these 50 questions. What is the learning that I have? If you don't know the word, learn the word. If you don't know the structure, understand the structure and get an idea. So the chances of improving your score, you said that you will get 15 now. Right?
Yeah.
If you put efforts, you'll be able to move it at least another 8-7 points.
Okay.
It's possible. All the best.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Okay.
Okay, Shivanandu, are you ready with your mic? We can give you the audio access. Shivanandu, are you ready? Okay.
Hello.
Yes, Sivan. Yes, I'm able to hear you. Tell me.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
Good evening.
I'm taking my GRE on September 20.
September 20th. Okay.
Yes, sir. But I'm not that much confident about English.
Okay.
So, what are the main topics I have to cover?
You mean English means, what do you mean by that? Is it reading comprehension or text completion or AWA? Or
I'm good at reading comprehensions.
okay, very good.
But I'm not so good at text comprehensions and sentence equivalence.
Okay, text completion, sentence equivalence. Okay.
Yeah. So
have you
what are the
analyzed? Yeah, what have you done? That's your question, right?
Yes, sir.
Have you taken any full-end test or any adaptive test recently?
Yeah, I have taken Princeton use test.
Okay. And have you analyzed all the questions that you have gone wrong?
Yes, sir. Some of them.
Okay. What is the problem that you face? What is the missing element? When you answer a question, you miss it. What is the missing element? Why do you feel that you missed?
Actually, I got many wrongs on sentence completion.
Sentence. Okay. Sentence equivalence. Okay.
Sentence equivalence and text completions.
Okay.
The problem is there are two blanks. I am getting one corrected, but another getting wrong. Maybe I'm missing the contrast or something.
Are you able to
that's
understand the sentence given?
Yes, sir.
Like the way that we did. Hope you.
Yeah, I have seen some examples here.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm able to understand, but getting a little bit confused with the sentences.
Okay. So getting confused
So-
with the sentence structures.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So you need to go for more and more complex sentences. Okay.
Okay.
See, if you are confused and if you get struck with one aspect, so how it is related, how this part connect with that. What is the key word that connects? There are words like grammatical clues like despite, in spite of, lest.
Okay.
Okay. So these are words which will give you a sign. Okay, this word is related to this in a contrastive way. This word is related to this in a cause. This is a cause of this. Okay, we need to find
Okay.
out.
Okay.
And then there are contextual clues, like the part which is given gives you a lot of clues. So we will be able to, we need to connect them and then make a meaningful sentence. Okay. My suggestion is that you get a lot of practice and see why you are missing. You understand how it is connected. There are explanations which are detailed, right? At the end of it, if you have a material which has good explanation, which tells you what is missing, how it is related, pay attention to that and find out what is missing, why you missed it. If you learn it, it will help. Do you understand what I mean by that?
Yes, sir. Means vigorous practice will make
Practice and understand.
analyze.
Whenever you make a mistake, understand where you go wrong, why you go wrong.
Okay. Yeah.
That's needed.
Okay, guys, it's time to announce the winner for the GRE Edge Academy Award. So, guys, how many of you know who the winner of GRE Edge Academy Award is? Guys, can you take a guess? Mihir says me. Harshit says me, might be Mihir. Okay. Mihir has already got a fan following here. No competition for Mihir? Harshit is saying Mihir has 2 likes on his comment. Mihir has become a celebrity over here. Surya says myself. Sai says Deepak. Harshit says although I am up for competition. Okay. Then Harshit, why not you? Why not you, Harshit? Guys, the judging panel here has fought with each other literally to come to a conclusion. It was quite difficult, they are saying, and I am feeling quite lucky not to be in the judging panel. The judging panel has finally come to a conclusion. They have announced the winner, and the winner for today's GRE Edge Academy Award is, guys, you are up for a surprise here. It's Mary Stephen. Give a big round of applause for Mary. Well done, Mary. That was really interesting. The sentence formations. Mary has won a special award for the GRE Edge Academy Award. Mary, what we'll do is we'll ask a senior counselor to give you a call. You can claim your prize from the counselor. Okay. So guys, we have had more than 250 students with us in today's online seminar. So it was quite difficult for us to answer all of your questions. As far as possible, we have tried to answer you. But if your question has not been answered, Don't get disheartened, don't get disappointed. What we'll do is we'll answer your questions and update it on our website, and we'll send a mail informing you that your questions have been updated. You can find your answers there. Okay guys, is it fine? Also Mary has since Mary has won the GRE Academy Award, she has got an option from 3 choices: GRE t-shirt, a Flipkart voucher worth ₹700, and a GRE book of her choice. She can claim it from her student council. Okay, so guys, would you like a video recording of today's online seminar? Would you like a video recording of today's online seminar? Would you like to receive the recorded version of today's online seminar? Yes, I joined the webinar late. Yes, I would like to share it with my friends. No, I understood everything. No, the seminar doesn't contain what I am looking for. I would like to attend the same seminar live in future. Okay, I've got almost 100 yes comments. So guys, if you want the recorded version of the seminar, you can answer the poll question, and we'll send a YouTube link to you guys. Keep an eye on GRE Edge emails from GRE Edge. Okay. If still you have any doubts to be clarified, you can call us at 988445326 or email us at info@greedge.com. Okay guys, so guys, it was very nice having you with us today here. I really enjoyed the webinar. Hope it was informative for you as well. So guys, how was today's online seminar? How was today's online seminar, guys? Awesome, good, informative, useful, excellent, fantastic, fantabulous, fabulous. I can find half of the GRE word list here. That's good guys, that's good. Glad to have helped guys. Glad to have, if you still have want to refer some of the topics discussed today, you can watch YouTube recording. You can watch a video recording on YouTube. Okay guys. So guys, that's it for today's online seminar. All the best for your future. All the best for your GRE preparation. Goodbye and have a nice day.